What's up, guys? Abstract Tiger here. I'm Chris.
I'm Drew.
And we are back with another episode of Bad Batch. Last week, we had, on Bad Batch, some clarification.
Yes.
Raxus, the planet they went to, was the former Separatist, home, I get, of the Separatist. It was like their former capital world.
Okay.
Yes, that's whenever it was like, this sounds familiar. I don't know what this sounds like. That's why.
Okay. That
That's
makes
why.
a lot of sense now.
Yes. And our intrepid Bad Batchers. No, let's not call them that. Our Bad Batch group.
That's probably, if they still use the same guy narrating from Clone Wars, that's probably what he'd call them. Our Bad Batchers. It's a thing.
Yeah. They were immediately going back to Sid's. Say, hey, guess what? I have a job for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go and save this
Senator.
Former Separatist senator.
Yeah.
And there was a little bit of trepidation, especially from Echo, because he was one of the ones who are, really was treated the worst from the Separatists, if you think about it. Even though the Techno-Union touted, we're neutral. We're neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I'm a fish.
Right. But, so... but the difference between... And I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. The difference between Echo and the other Bad Batchers was they dealt mostly with
the actual
clankers.
Yeah, the droid.
Echo saw the shame of humanity, or whatever their humanoids are, on the Separatist side. Like, he actually dealt with the politics of it.
Well,
because of his proximity to Rex and Cody.
The cruelty of what could happen.
Yeah.
Yes. But, it's, also one of the things is, not every one of the Separatists was just a, evil rear end that, to put it nicely, we gotta keep it kid.
I know, I got
but,
you, but still, whoa.
I mean, he was just, this former senator guy was just trying to do right by his people.
Yeah. And
being part of the Empire obviously was not the best for him, and he got thrown in prison.
Yep.
Whilst our Bad Batch group was off rescuing senators, Omega became basically Star Wars version of a chess shark. Kind of like a pool, essentially.
I can't remember the name of that game. I know they've said it multiple times.
It's begins with a D. It's like Djark or something like that. I don't remember or know how to pronounce it right. But Sid discovered that she has a very natural talent. Mm-hmm. Omega does, and basically after some haggling, Omega won enough to pay off their debt.
Yeah, I got Omega hustled Sid.
Yes. So, yeah. That was it in a nutshell.
Yeah, and then the end of the episode kind of closed off with that Rocky versus Apollo close. Hunter versus Omega. If you beat me, kid, I will never make you sit out another mission.
Which that means he'll play his best and she'll actually beat him, or he'll let her win. But I have a feeling,
she's going to beat him outright and become the leader of the Bad Batchers, and he's going to start following her orders. It's like, you win, kid.
Yeah.
You're the leader now.
All right, well, let's get in with this week's episode.
Yes.
I am kind of interested to see where we go from her.
I am as well.
All right. Devil's Deal. Oh, that didn't sound good. Ooh, now where are we? Are we on Ryloth? That's a bunch of Twi'lek.
Yeah.
There's Cham, I think.
Senator Tar. Despite
The orange one on the left.
Yeah.
Countless jobs to your
Or right.
citizens, they seem troubled by our presence.
Not at all. I speak for the people when
Is
I
that
say
Hera's
this partnership
mama?
is most welcome.
It looks like
It looks
Hera.
a lot like Hera.
I will always support that which helps Ryloth.
And what
Vanessa
about
Litt,
you,
maybe?
General? Do you share your wife's outlook?
it is Hera's mama. Oh,
After
we can
years
see him.
spent fighting, peace is what is needed.
And with peace comes prosperity. This is a new era for Rhino. Shall we?
We're gonna. Well, no, she'd be a teenager at this point.
Everything all right, General?
I should be content the war's over, but change is not always easy. I hope my people will embrace this peace.
Ryloth is safe, Cham. This is what you fought for.
Ugh.
Yes, it is.
The clone army came to our aid. We would not be here today if it wasn't for them. They fought with us. They fought for us. And they have earned our respect. I trust them to protect us as they always have. The war has ended. Let us lay down our weapons and focus on Ryloth's future.
That explains so much.
They laid down their weapons and it just allowed them to just to be taken.
Yeah, slaves all over again.
Ooh.
What a shame your daughter is not here to share in this.
Ooh.
Hera has other interests, Admiral.
Anything suspicious yet?
Oh my God, Chopper! Oh, she's still. Oh, she's got her Twilight. The accent still.
Yeah.
She hasn't dropped it yet. But then again,
No,
What?
we can't go. Uncle Gobi told us to stay and gather intel.
oh my gosh.
Young
Well, she-
Hera used to be so carefree.
She loves to fly.
Yeah.
I
He's made us
recognize
defenseless.
the
I can't accept
architecture of the. You know, that's
I've
like
already
the
reached out
family
to my
house.
contact to
Yeah.
acquire more.
The Syndulla family house.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure that's her
She
uncle.
is a teenager,
What's
so
happened
Yeah.
now?
what's happened now? There's the Y-wing that crashed. The chopper came up. Oh wow. Oh.
Sorry about this, General, but they were found inside a restricted zone. I'm in a tough spot, Cham.
We were exploring.
Things
Sure.
are tense at the moment.
There
I won't report this, but it
shouldn't
can't
be
happen
anything as a
again.
restricted zone.
I
when
assure
you're
you it
Hera
won't.
Syndulla.
Thank you, Hauser.
It's not fair. We didn't do anything wrong.
The Imperial refinery is off limits, Hera. You know that.
I never said we were at the refinery.
Oh.
I have my ways too. Tell me what you saw.
Tell
Leave
me
nothing
what you
out.
saw.
Uncle Gobi doesn't think so. He says things are getting worse.
I am well aware of what your uncle thinks. He and I want the same things, but differ in our approach.
If we need to fight, I am as capable as anyone.
Facts.
Gobi trusts me to do my part.
But you're
Why
like
can't you?
13 or 14 right now.
That fiery spirit. You remind me of myself at your age. But I want more for you, Hera. Fighting. It takes a toll. My hope is that you won't ever have to live a life like mine.
Well.
General Syndulla, please report to Hangar 3.
I hear Gobi's voice in your thoughts. Don't lose sight of what we're trying to achieve.
I am questioning the cost to achieve it. How can we trust these Imperials when they are keeping things from us?
We need to try. For the sake of Ryloth.
And if the Empire's version of peace is not one we can accept, then what?
This is a simple supply run.
Still, I think I should stay here.
All right, but I was going to let you fly this time.
Oh. Fly? Wait, what?
Chop, cover for me! Wait! Making our approach at 162. How was that?
Yes, very good. Now ease off on the thrust. It's time to land.
I can do it.
No takeoffs or landings, not yet. Watch and learn.
It's not called crashing, it's called landing excitedly.
Yeah. I was literally trying to remember the exact wording. So I
don't know if that's the exact, but that's the premise.
Close enough.
Close enough.
But we just turned over all our weapons to the Empire.
Not for long.
I'm sorry, what?
Hello?
Hello?
I've never seen a ship like that before.
There's our Bad Batch crew.
Yeah.
Wrecker carrying the luggage.
As usual. Oh, Harry gets to meet Omega. I'm guessing she won the game.
Sid sent us.
Yes. She wants to go on the ship.
Yeah.
What type of ship is this?
A modified Omicron-class attack shuttle.
Can I have a look inside?
Hunter, can she come aboard? Okay, you can come up, but no funny business.
No funny business.
Uh-huh. I'll be watching you.
Okay then. Show me around.
This is the sensor array, and that's the deflector shield. Over there's the nav reader, and this is the hyperdrive.
You sure know a lot about this. Do you fly?
No. Tech won't let me train until I can recite all of the ship specifications from memory.
Flying is... it's about a feeling.
What do you mean?
When I close my eyes and picture myself up there, I feel it. The instruments help guide you, but you plot your course. You're free.
Up there?
Oh,
That's where I
home.
sleep.
You get to live on a starship? That's my dream.
Well, technically it's our game, but when we are not getting chased or shot at, it's my room.
Aw.
Who's chasing you? Are you in some kind of trouble?
I thought you were in trouble. Isn't that why we're here?
Oh.
Building an arsenal attracts attention. You better know what you're getting into.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Make a new friend.
She's kind of strange. I like her. Did you know flying's about a feeling?
What feeling?
What feeling?
Thank you, Tech, for that eloquently
yes.
phrased query.
What feeling? I just think it's funny that she can't fly until she can recite all the systems.
Yeah, absolutely. From memory.
From memory, yes.
Thank you, Tech. Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
These three were caught smuggling weapons onto the planet.
Miss Syndulla, I find your involvement in such matters to be most distressing.
Cham's behind this. She's the proof. He's plotting an uprising.
That's not true!
You being here is enough to implicate him.
The public won't see it that way. You said it yourself. He has influence over them.
Oh.
So she's only a child.
She is an insurgent. Take them away.
Interesting. This clone general's different. He isn't
Yeah.
quite as
Order 66.
Kool-Aid-y.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I'm clocking 3 of Glee's fighters on the western ridge. Should I take care of them?
No. Let them report back. Just make sure you get into position.
Where are they now?
Western outskirts. Sector 3.
Jump out, let's go!
Yeah. This reminds me of the scene from Rogue One. You are being rescued. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Stop resisting. You are being rescued.
Yeah.
Oh.
Smooth.
Yep.
Woo.
Ouch. Watch out for falling rocks. Ouch. Or shooting shooting Twi'leks.
Yeah. As per usual, there's falling rocks.
Yeah. I think he's just there for his daughter.
Tell them we surrender.
Surrender? What are you doing?
Surrender.
Keeping us alive, Senator.
Yeah.
You're all traitors.
You threaten my daughter and accuse her of treason? For years, I've watched you put your greed and self-interests above Ryloth.
Yup.
You've
lived on Coruscant too much. That's why you're so fat.
Jem, stop and think about what you're doing.
Uh-oh.
Crosshair.
Tara's time will come, but not this way.
Thank you for playing your part, Senator.
Oh! Crosshair.
Arrest these insurgents for the attempted assassination of Von Fritar.
Attempted?
I think they succeeded.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Attempted?
Oh, what? Come on! What?
No!
Man! Why, Dave? Why? Why? No! I had... I took no notes during that entire thing. The only thing I put down was the title of the episode. That's it.
I got Ryloth, Hera's parents, Hera and Chopper, exclamation point, exclamation point. And then at the end I put Chem and Hera's mom framed for Senator Tal's death. That's it. I mean...
I didn't even see how long of... How late... the runtime. I didn't even look at that. I should have realized we're getting close to the end of the episode. What's going to happen? And then, well, this is what happens?
We saw the Bad Batch for like 2 minutes. I guess because Crosshair was involved, that's what makes it a Bad Batch episode. But still.
Yeah. All right.
This was a Rebels prequel all the way through. That was awesome. I loved that so much.
Oh my god, yeah.
And they left it on such a cliffhanger, that means it's going to pick up next week.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Oh. Who else could we see? Because Sabine would be about the same age, or maybe just a couple years younger.
I think... No. I think at this point... It's a little too early for Sabine. Because... I think Sabine is only 2 years older than Ezra.
Oh, I didn't get that vibe at all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe a year at the least amount, but she's older than Ezra.
Okay. I was thinking there was like a 5 or 6 years because Mandalorians age different than Lotharians.
Is it Lothalians?
Lotharians is what I've said, but I don't know.
Lothal people. Lothalese. Okay, that's not. I don't know.
They call them the people of Lothal,
Yes.
the citizens of Lothal,
But-
all the way through Rebels. So I don't know the actual term.
No. That's. I know it's probably been a while since you've watched Rebels, but that first season, whenever Ezra and Sabine meet, he tries to act a little,
Machismo.
yes,
Yeah, I
towards
got
her, and she's just like, nah.
And she's a Mandalorian, so
Yeah.
she's like, I can beat you in
Nah.
everything you try.
But
They
so
have a cute dynamic at the end. So
yeah,
it's all
well,
good.
they had more of a brother sister, dynamic and whatnot. But she's like I said, at least 1 to 2 years older than Ezra. So I think Sabine is probably still on Mandalore right now. Maybe I don't know if they've even had time to set up the academy yet, because they're still dealing with the
Right.
clone business. As soon as Tarkin says, nope, we're going with conscripts, and that's final, and the story discussion, then we'll probably see the implementation of the Imperial academies on the different planets and whatnot.
Right.
But for those of you who have watched Rebels like we have, this was nothing more than just like
Headcanons.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. People may frown upon the statement, but fan service. I feel very serviced. I am very much happy. I'm glad they kept the same architecture for the Syndulla house.
Yeah.
That they had in Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
And included was the erect Y-wing and basically the front yard.
Yeah.
Which Chopper was pulled from.
Yeah.
I like the little conversation that she had with Omega.
Yes.
Between the different, about flying and stuff like that, which really, really mirrors what she had described in the episode of Rebels when she goes to fly the B-Wing prototype, which was called the Blade Wing, but they shortened it to B-Wing. But yeah, when the engineer guy asked, "Why should I let you pilot my ship?" And whatnot, and she just goes on this how flying is freeing and stuff like that, and it's more of a feeling. Sure, the instruments guide you, but I like that. And I like the way Omega. Did you know flying is feeling? And Tech immediately is like, "What's feeling?"
Yeah. I love Tech.
That was. Oh man, but
we didn't see. I just realized we didn't hear Wrecker talk once this episode.
We heard him grunt back here.
We heard him grunt, but we didn't hear him talk.
No, we didn't.
The only we didn't
even really. I mean, Hunter nodded, but that was
Hunter didn't talk.
No,
Tech did all the talking.
Tech did, and I think maybe Echo, maybe.
I think Echo said one sentence,
maybe, but
this
focused mostly on
the Syndullas,
the Syndulla
and the
family,
people of Ryloth.
Yeah, how they went from, well, now that the war is over, we can be safe and whatnot, and
can we get a Hera TV show?
And
now,
then,
please?
oh gosh,
I want one so bad.
And then, of course, we had this kind of the seeds of the Cham kind of getting fed up with what's going on. I mean, he made that speech to get his people to turn in all the weapons, and then of course I don't know if it's his brother, because Hera called him uncle.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's the mother's brother. I'm thinking that Gobi is the mother's brother because she was the one that was like, "Let me talk to him." That kind of a dynamic.
But so, and eventually, I'm sure this is really, I mean, giving Cham a real sour taste in his mouth for the Empire. not all that they really cracked up to be.
Yeah,
So-
he's about to be in prison for the senator's death,
Which
that he wanted to do but got talked out of it.
yeah,
and
he
then
got
framed
talked
for it.
down from it, and I mean, the forensic scientist half part of me could easily say, well, from the angle that the wound is at on the senator's head, obviously Cham never did that.
Right.
Or, granted, they could easily say Cham had somebody up on the ridge,
Right.
just waiting for an opportunity.
Right. The other thing was they used the term attempted assassination,
Yes.
not the assassination. So does that mean that he survived that headshot?
I have no idea.
Is Admiral Towel gonna go in a back to tank and get his head repaired?
I don't
Or
know.
not Admiral, Senator. Wow. We've had way too many admirals in this one. Also, who is that admiral? Like, does he grow up to be someone significant?
I don't think so.
'Cause I don't recognize that chin patch at all.
You know, that's the same guy that's been around. After Tarkin, I guess, went back to wherever he's gone.
Oh,
Him
Radisson or whatever his name is?
whatever his name is. Yeah, I think it's
Ratatouille.
him.
It's Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Yes, Admiral Ratatouille.
Oh.
Dragon Doggo, Angry Kitty, Six-Legged Pug, Admiral Ratatouille.
Let's go! All the Disney.
But yeah, goodness,
Admiral,
I don't remember.
I don't either.
But-
But I didn't think it was the same guy, because the other guy I thought was like clean shaven, had more of a square face. This guy has more of a narrow face and it has a chin patch. So I didn't think it was the same guy.
It couldn't. It may not be.
Because I thought Admiral Ratatouille was the one that was like, I'm going to build the credit system.
Well, he
where
did
everyone
that,
had to
but
do
he
the,
also
chain codes.
had he did that, but his real project is the training of elite groups of regular people by clone troopers.
Right.
That's what his real, I guess, real mission or project is that he's on.
Let's see.
And it's great to hear Chopper again. And
Oh
it's just
my
this,
gosh.
like whoop 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 whoop.
I love that we both went,
Chopper. Even though
Oh,
Chopper
that
was
was
not
great.
it was not my. I mean, he was a favorite of Rebels. It wasn't really my favorite. He is a favorite.
Yeah.
But still, it's just like and we got a teenage Hera.
With the original accent, like you pointed out.
Yes,
I thought that
with
was,
her Rylothian
I was like,
accent.
I'm sorry, what?
Her Rylothian accent, which is
Yeah.
a lot more, got that French intonation to
Right.
it. But I wonder if this is the point where, at the end of next week's episode, we see her leave? Or is that still a few, maybe years down the road? Do we get the death of the mother next episode?
I think it's going to be the death of the mother, and Gobi's going to be like, here, get on this ship.
Get out of here?
Get out of here, and it's going to be...
Her and Chopper...
and Chopper on the Ghost.
I don't...
Like, they have a Ghost, just... The ship that's going to become the Ghost, just sitting on one of the
VX-100,
junkyards.
I think is what it was.
Yeah.
The VCX-100. Yeah, VCX-100.
And
so
somehow there's going to be a post-credit scene at the end of the season. It's going to be little Hera meeting young Kanan, and it's going to be the first time that he doesn't go by Caleb. It's going to be, my name's Kanan Jarrus. And that's going to be headcanon for anyone and everyone. Like the first episode when he was like, I'm Caleb Dune, and you recognize Freddy's voice.
Yeah.
And I just want Freddy back. I miss Freddie Prinze Jr. so much.
A lot of people were a little weirded out because he was so young in that first episode, but yet he had that deeper voice. Even though I could equate it to
You
maybe
Padawan up until you're 18.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't look 18 at that point.
No, you're true. You're true. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, he looks about at Hera's age,
right,
13, 14-ish or something like that. I mean, they still have 19 years to play with. I mean, well, technically 14 years to play with.
Yeah.
You know, up until the start of Rebels.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it could be that, you know, puberty hit a little early for old Kanan or Caleb Dune, and his voice deepened a little bit. But, you know, before his facial hair did, so.
Oh.
Anyways,
just as long as I see the haircut, like, just once, I need the weird half ponytail, half chopped off Padawan knot. I need it just once. Show me Kanan Jarrus meeting Hera as a post-credit scene setting up, not Bad Batch season 2, but the adventures of Kanan and Hera. Let's go, Dave Filoni. Come on, I need that in my life. More Chopper,
it makes
please.
It sound like the Adventures of the Gummy Bears.
They're just flying around, smuggling stuff, working with Hondo a little bit. I mean, just give me a good tie-in story. Fix it.
Flying here and there and everywhere, and the ghost beyond compare. Okay, I can turn anything into a song if I try hard enough.
But he didn't say it'd be good.
No.
You just put Hera and Chopper.
I just had to. I wrote that down just so I know, but not that I'm going to.
I don't think we'd forget.
No. We have a clone armory. We have a Hera. Sorry. Oh gosh. Well, so I like it. It was a good
non-Bad Batch episode.
Yeah, very little Bad Batch.
Like
very
they focused
little
more on Omega than they did the others.
Yeah,
just because they wanted that little dialogue between Hera and Omega.
Yeah, and I like Omega being a little sassy there. It's like, I'm going to keep my eye on you. Don't try anything funny. Like,
yeah.
Of course, obviously Hera looks, is a little older, and just all right, kid, sure. But then instantly got into good rapport because she found out she lives on a space, a starship, and that is something that,
Yeah, because we don't talk about Sid. I don't know if they're actually staying with Sid or if she's just kind of letting them just park there.
I think she's parked there.
So they still sleep on the ship then? Okay.
Probably. I mean, yeah. I mean, especially with that line there, Omega has, "This is my room," and
Yeah. Unless we're getting shot at.
Unless we're getting shot at.
And then I just wanted to laugh so hard because I imagined, Hera, this is your life. Welcome. This is the last time you'll sleep in a comfortable bed. I'm sorry.
But I don't think she cares as long as she's able to fly.
Right.
So yeah.
I wonder when she's going to start wearing her flight suit costume. Because right now she was like in normal Rylothian Twilight clothes.
Yeah.
But I like her flight suit costume so much. Wow, that was a great episode.
And I didn't look. I should have at the credits. I think Vanessa Marshall, who voiced Hera, voiced the mother.
Even with the accent?
I think so. I could be wrong. I'm going to try to pull it up here.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Oh, D. Bradley Baker. I didn't know he was in this. For
one voice.
One
voice.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Vanessa played Hera.
She did play Hera. Who did?
So she gave her own accent. That's awesome. And you're right.
Eleni...
Vice Admiral Rampart. It was Ratatouille. You win. You win.
Admiral Rampart.
C110
Chopper.
As
himself.
Oh, that's great.
We all know it's Dave.
I know, but this is as himself.
Okay, I'm going to write this down. Elani. Eleni Syndulla. That's the mom's name.
Yeah, I would say Eleni, something like that.
Eleni.
Elaine. It depends on what accent they want to use, I guess.
Captain Howitzer, clone trooper, D. Bradley. Okay, Captain Howitzer. That was the one clone that didn't quite seem completely Order 66.
Right.
But
Captain
I don't know.
Hauser.
I don't know.
I'm going to write that down because I have a feeling that he's going to play a crucial role moving forward. Because they would not have had him take off his helmet and show facial expression if he wasn't significant.
Right.
Because he's not just another trooper.
And with the way he was still being buddy-buddy with Cham at their speech thing, or the speech thing at the beginning, he actually supported him. And I guess maybe that kind of goes along with maybe... All right, anybody who is a supporter of this new empire or whatever Palpatine is doing, they're fine. You can, but I wonder if I don't know if
all I know is that Captain Hauser is neither Wolf nor Gregor.
No, he is not.
I was hoping. I was going to lose my mind.
So,
I cannot believe that was the same guy. When did he start growing a chin patch, like a soul patch?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, dude, you can't pull it off, so fix it. I'm sorry.
I guess as an admiral, you can wear. I guess within regulation, I suppose. But
I was gonna say I'd only ever seen like the mutton chops and the mustaches. That was the first
Admiral
time I seen
Yularen.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the full 70s mutton chops.
Well, I was also talking about oh shoot, what's his name? Agent
Callus.
Thank you.
Okay.
Agent Callus.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to remember the note. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was gonna say the Fulcrum, but spoilers.
He did take the mantle up for a brief time.
Yeah. He's like, I don't support what you're doing. I just really hate being made a fool of.
But then, eventually, Thrawn used that against him.
Yeah. But they gave him a good redemption arc, especially with Zeb. Yeah. So, kudos.
Yes.
Oh, when do we get to see Zeb? Now that we've seen Hera, can we see Zeb? Can we please see Zeb? I just want a Rebels reunion. Like before Ahsoka, I want a Rebels reunion. Let's go.
Reunion.
Let's go. Well, technically, be reunion.
Yeah. I mean, the only way they would have that is if they showed a little bit more what happened after, which, with the rumors of them doing another Rebels series, we could get some of that. The only thing is we wouldn't have Kanan because he...
Obvious.
Yeah, he died.
Spoilers. Oh.
Though I figured it would, if anything, it would probably be just be like Zeb and Sabine with Chopper for a little while. Because I mean, I don't know.
We might see Jason.
Maybe. I mean, it depends.
Can he be voiced by Freddie?
Jason obviously was, well, when we see him, he was, that was after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And he looked maybe about 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. I don't know. With the way some of the animation is, it's very hard to gauge actual ages and stuff like that. But so you can just have to basically speculate. I mean, it could be really easy. Yes, the Ghost was in Rogue One, but was it actually Hera piloting? It could have been Sabine. She's the next best pilot to her.
Well, it would have to be Hera, I'd assume, because they made a specific point of saying, like they came out and said, the
only
director, Colin Trevorrow, is that his name?
I thought Gareth Edwards directed.
Gareth Edwards, okay.
Yeah.
Colin Trevorrow was supposed to do. They made a whole list of all these directors that were supposed to do it, and it ended up not working out that way after Rian Johnson. I think Trevorrow was supposed to do Rise of Skywalker, and JJ came back. Anyways, but Gareth Edwards came out and confirmed the reason why they put in that throwaway line, General Syndulla. They wanted to say, yes, she's still alive, and she is a part of this.
But was
this
she
plan.
actually? Okay.
I don't see her letting anyone else pilot it, except like even Chopper. She doesn't even like too much.
Right. I mean, the only thing is we don't really know pregnancy terms for Twi'leks. I mean,
you're not wrong.
I mean, that's the only thing. I mean,
that's not
what
something
really
I'm gonna Google either.
Well, yes. I mean, the only thing, the only reason why I said she may not be on that and Sabine was the pilot is if she was very pregnant and did not want to risk having her child die in combat. I mean,
that's true.
I mean, that's the only.
I still feel like that line would be odd, though. Like, General Syndulla, please report to Hangar 3.
So is she's in like her, her first like trimester where she can still do stuff? It's just But I don't know. I mean, the timeline's weird, or she could have already had the child by then. I don't know.
Because they said that
I mean,
Rebels would end 3 months before the events of Rogue One, and Rogue One ends 15 minutes before the events of A New Hope. That's why it has that Darth Vader taking everyone out in the hallway scene.
Yeah. I don't know about the 3 months thing.
That's what they said when Rogue One was coming out, because everyone was asking how the timeline would work, and Dave came out and said it was about 3 months.
Maybe, but I don't know.
That's why I find it so frustrating that they never mentioned Thrawn again until recently. Because Thrawn was a major player in Rebels. And if Rebels is canon, Thrawn should have...
Yes, they're canon. Yeah,
no, I'm saying if Rebels is canon, Thrawn should have been mentioned, at least in passing at some point. Until
it could have been the fact, the Empire doesn't like to telegraph their mistakes or things that go wrong. So they could have just easily put this under the rug, make them go away, because, this whole Lothal business and the TIE Defender project basically at the Governor Price ruined it for him.
Yeah.
Essentially by shooting their fuel refinery and blowing all of it to sky high. Yep. Smithereens.
But we got to see Kanan see one last time. Oh, golly, that upsets me. Sorry, continue.
I'm just now want next week to hurry up and get here so I can see what happens.
Yeah. What happens to Hera's mom? How does she get off the planet? And why do Hera and Chem have such a strained relationship in Rebels?
I don't foresee that. I mean...
Like, either he sacrifices himself to go to prison so she can get off, or Gobi puts her on a ship and she doesn't have a chance to say goodbye. Well, that's all I can think of. Or she blames him for the mother's death somehow.
I don't think so. I think it's... I mean, I can see them both... Based on their conversation in Rebels, whenever they reunite.
Yeah.
It was pretty much Cham was only for Ryloth.
Yeah.
Anything just Ryloth, only Ryloth. Forget the rest of the galaxy, Ryloth only. Whereas Hera had a little bit more broader view of it, I guess you could say. This just isn't affecting Ryloth. This is affecting the galaxy at large.
Yeah.
So we need to, tackle it on that level rather than just, it's only Ryloth. But I think that's where the contention happens. I don't know if we'll get that yet. I think it may be a little too early. What now?
Was that in season 3?
No, that was season 2.
Okay, season 2.
Yeah.
So she had, but she hadn't become a founding member of the Rebels yet.
Right.
Like, we knew there was more Rebels out there, but they hadn't... Dun, dun, dun.
They hadn't really united as a main, I guess. It was all little tiny little pockets still.
Yeah.
They hadn't coalesced yet into one big alliance.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just that was a lot to unpack
for such a short episode.
Yeah.
Like, it was like blink and it's over. Golly. I think that was the first time that you and I had audibly been like, what? Don't end now.
Yeah.
Good job, writers. Great cliffhanger. We hate you, but good job.
Why didn't it be a 70-minute episode, Dave?
Oh, man.
My goodness.
And that was only episode 11?
That was 11.
Golly.
You know, last week, you remember how I said it felt a little getting back into that old episodic feel?
Yeah.
After the mid-season or whatever?
Yeah, where, like, everything went down with Cad Bane and everything? Yeah.
I take that back now.
Cad Bane.
Yeah, and then we had that one episode right in the middle with last week. You know, we touched on it at the beginning of the episode, the recording, whatever. Separatist homeworld, Senator, rescue.
Yeah.
That seemed very self-contained and getting more back to the formula at large. This is not formula at large.
No. Like, this was not a Bad Batch episode. This was... The Bad Batch had a cameo in their own show.
Yes. Hi, we're here just so you know that, show's still about us.
Like, they got less screen time in their own show than Rex did in his episode. Like, I mean, I'm not wrong.
Well,
I want to count the amount of time they were actually on screen. Not the Omega Hera stuff, but like them actually being on screen. I'm thinking it's less than a minute and a half. Because that was insane.
They just basically dropped off some weapons and then
that
was it.
Yeah, they said, you're looking for a fight.
Stockpiling weapons is dangerous.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just... Oh, next week, hurry up. Oh my gosh.
Anyways, I have nothing. My brain is done.
I too have nothing.
My brain is done with this.
Yeah.
Though there is still a lot to process with this. I have several days to do that.
Yes.
But well, I guess at this point, until next week, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, hit the bell for so you don't miss any episodes. Also, this is going to go up on a Patreon, which we have now. It will be down there in the link below. I will warn you, at this point of this recording, it is very, very sparse, so don't go running there and doing, expecting a lot. I just got this up, the day before we recorded this, this is a Sunday. I did this on Saturday, so... but it is there. There will be a lot more stuff to come on there. There will be some exclusive stuff that you'll be able to see that's not going to be on YouTube. Our
outtakes and bloopers, for example.
Yes, unless I see something that's like fitting, that goes like at the end of the episode or whatnot. But anyways, until then, bye-bye and be blessed.